Topic is CSS animation. Now, this module of CSS3, it will allow animation of any HTML element without using JavaScript or Flash. So in this module, CSS animation, you will get to know about various properties related to animation that are at the red keyframes, name, duration, delay related to animation. Okay, so these are these all are the very important property related to animation. Very easy to use. Okay, so this property, and this one is at the red keyframes, which is very important. Why? Because whenever you use CSS animation, the first thing is specify some keyframes for the animation. Now there are various HTML elements, okay, and you want to apply different animation for different HTML tag. For example, for div tag I want to apply this, for paragraph I want to apply this, for image I want to apply this, likewise. Okay, now there is my HTML element and there is animation also, but how will I bind them? How will I make sure that this animation is bind to this particular HTML tag? So here comes your keyframes. Okay, this will help you to bind your particular HTML element with your particular animation. These keyframes hold what style the element will have at a certain time. So this is about whatever you write in your keyframes, it is actual animation that you are going to apply for that particular HTML element. For example, if you want to make your element jump or it should move like a wavy forms, or otherwise you want to change your background color, like that. When you specify CSS style inside the keyframe rule, the animation will gradually change from current style to the new style at a certain time. Whatever you have defined in your keyframe, this will take a linear time to complete it. That means if you have specified that your animation should... So to get an animation to work, you must bind animation to an element, and for this, these keyframes will help you. Now this is a very simple example in which I have taken one div tag. Just assume, because I have not included HTML code. So for example, you have one HTML file in which I have implemented one div tag. Okay, now this is my style tag. Whatever written inside my style tag is this. Okay, now what is the styling property for my div tag is width, height, background color, animation. Now okay, till now just look at this one. Width is 100 pixel, height and background color, this property are set. Okay, now here comes your animation. First property that you have to mention in your particular HTML tag element, that is your element selector. Okay, over here we have used element selector, and in which animation name, that is a property of CSS animation, and I have mentioned, you can see that this is example, which is name of my animation, name that I want to apply for this particular div tag. Okay, and for how long time this animation take to complete animation. Okay, so this is 4 seconds. This both property are implemented in my div tag, that means HTML tag where I want to apply animation. Okay, so now how it is binded to particular animation effect. Okay, over here this is example. Okay, now look at this. Over here within style tag only, this whole portion is written in style tag only. In this style tag I have written at the red keyframes. Be careful, not keyframe, it is keyframes. Okay, after that you have to mention name of your animation. Okay, you can define keyframe first or then animation name, or you can do vice versa also. So this is example. Now within curly braces, okay, within curly braces I have written from and to. So what does it mean? Okay, look at over here, animation duration is 4 seconds. Okay, so what does it mean in that for 4 seconds it will animation is to change from background color red to yellow. Okay, so what does it mean? Within 4 seconds this div tag who has color background color red, it will change from red to yellow during this 4 second. Okay, this is your animation that you have applied. So this is how you can use your keyframe with using animation name. This is how you have bind this animation to this div tag. Okay, I hope you got it. Now this one is a simple example in which this left side portion I have used almost all the properties. Position relative, animation name example 4 second. Now this is animation timing function which I will demonstrate you with practical approach. Okay, now just look at this one over here. In previous slide you can see that our whole animation is just included in this from to to, that means from background color red to background color yellow. Okay, this was your animation, but over here look at this. We have separated our duration of animation in terms of percentage. That means for particular percentage of completion of animation, this is your animation. After that, this is your animation. For example, from 0 to 25 for 0%, that means at initial at initial phase your background color is red. Okay, and position is your topmost corner. Okay, but after 25% completion of your animation, you will have background color of yellow. You can see that background color yellow after 25% completion of your animation. Just look at this over here. Duration is 4 seconds. That means it will take 1 second. This will take 1 second. This will take 1 second, and this one. Okay, so 1 1 1 1. That is 4 seconds. So after 2 seconds, background color will be blue. After 3 seconds, background color will be green. And after 100% background color will be red. That means as it is. Okay, so this is how it works. Now let me show you with practical approach. Okay, now over here this is our head section where I want to apply title. As CSS animation. Now within head I want to apply style. That's why I'm taking style tag. Okay, now first of all I want to look better. I want to make it better to look good for div tag. Okay, this is over here. This is in body section. This is my div tag. Now for div tag, let me set height is equals to 80 pixel. Don't forget to put semicolon over here, Parul. Okay. Width is let's say 30 pixel. After that, position is relative. Now you know the difference between fixed position, relative position. Okay, like that. After that I want to have background color light pink. Okay, this is my the basic simple style that I want to apply to my div tag. Now just save this and launch in Chrome. Let's see how does it look. It's taking too much time even in Notepad++. Okay, this is programming with Parul. Now let me add some other properties like text align, that is center. After that font size, let me take it 30 pixel. Okay, after that okay, I think this is it. Width is 150. Still not appropriate. Okay, got it. So this is how it looks over div tag programming with Paro. Now I want to apply animation with this div tag, and I want to make it transition from this corner, from this to this to this, like that, and also background color should be changed. So now how can I do that? Let me set animation name. This is our first property, and let me set it div animation. This is name of my animation that I want to apply for div tag. Okay, and for how much time I want to apply, I want it to complete. So property is animation duration. Okay, and let me take it as a 4 second. Now over here with this two property I have set animation name and duration. But where is my animation? Where is my div animation? So here comes use of keyframes @keyframes. Okay, and after keyframes you have to mention your animation name. Over here animation name is div animation. Okay, after that braces, within braces, first of all I want to use from to from. Let me check background color, light pink to background color green. Okay, this is a property that I want to set in my animation. Now this all is set, and just refresh this page. Okay, it's working. Let me just refresh again. You can see that color is green, and after completion of animation it will get a property back of default property. That means your background color is light pink. That is your default background color. Now I don't want this style. Okay, I want to use some extra. How can I do that? Using in terms of percentage. So I'm going to separate it in terms of 0%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. Okay, now this all the things must come in curly braces. Background color over here is, let me set it yellow. Background color yellow. From left side it is, from left side initially it has a 0 pixel. From top it is at 0 pixel. Okay, now I'm just copy pasting it to saving your time and also mine. Okay, and let me just change its color name, light blue. After that light green, pink, and light green. Okay, so initially this is, after that from left side it is 150 pixel, and from top itself it is 0. Now after that it is 150, it is 150. After that from left it is 0, and from tops it is 150, and further it is 0 0. Okay, so what I have done is, initially it is set as a top left side corner, and it will transit from left to right, then to bottom, from left, and then from upper side. Okay, so let's just launch in Chrome. Okay, you can see that background color is changing and this whole animation taking 4 seconds to complete. Okay, so what will happen from 0 to 25%, it will change its background color from yellow to light blue, from 25 to 50, light blue to light green, like that. Okay, now if I want to add delay to my animation, for example delay of 2 seconds. Okay, so what will happen, this will take 2 seconds to start your animation, just like that. Now you can see that it was not immediately started. Let me again refresh this. 2 seconds, after 2 seconds it will initiate. Now what if I give it a negative value? Okay, animation delay, yeah, I can assign negative value also to this animation delay property. Now let's just take a look how it works. Again, are you getting it? So how it worked is, your animation will start just like it has completed its 52 seconds of animation, and it will start from after that. That means from this is 1, from over here this is 1, this is 2. That means it will start from light green to pink. Okay, over here light green to pink, you can see that light green to pink. Let me make it 8. Okay, so this will start from over here, from blue to green. Are you getting it? So this is how this property works. Now I can add animation iteration count for how much time I want to apply animation. Let's say 4 times. Okay, and let me make it delay 2 times. This negative value, let me just remove this. You can say that this will iterate 2 times because we have set animation iteration count 2. Okay, now I can also change direction of my animation direction. Okay, let me just set it reverse. Now you can see that this will change in driven direction. You can see that original is in clock side and this is anti-clockwise, and this will also help for 2 times. Now there is another option, that is alternate reverse. So what will happen, first time it will be in anti-clockwise, and after that it will in clockwise direction, that means original one. Okay, so this is all about animation CSS. Okay, one property is also left, animation timing function. Now this animation timing function, it will provide you to control speed. That means you can control for example in terms of you want speed at a starting phase high, after that at intermediate side moderate, and in the end you want it speedily. Okay, like that. So here is the value is in. So what will happen, in the starting phase it will have low speed. Okay, but at the end it will have higher speed. You can see that at the end it will have higher speed. Okay, you can also provide value like that. You can see that initially it has a speed high compared to other time. So this is how it works. You can also apply in and out. At intermediate it will have normal value, but at the starting and ending it will have slow space. So this is all about animation. Okay, these are the property which are very important. This one is your keyframes. Be careful about @keyframes. Okay, not keyframe. After that, your animation name, and whatever you want to apply, this code comes here. Now this whole section is in your style tag. Okay, I hope you understood it and keep practicing.